Educating our children for the economy of tomorrow. All week, WBZ is looking at issues that will shape the future of Boston.
Tonight, a look at how Massachusetts students are being prepared for a very different world than the one we know today.
I think they are trying to measure the stress level of people, and you see they just made this sensors from scratch.
And these are just high school students who are working at Newview in Cambridge. It could be the science and technology classroom of the future.
Definitely a lot of fun.
So definitely not books and a pencil. Newview founder Saeed Arida has given himself the title of Chief Excitement Officer, and he's throwing out the traditional rules of teaching science.
So we start from a problem, and now let's gonna go through a creative process to come up with a solution, as opposed to like, let me tell you the technical stuff, and now let's figure out a problem to solve.
We were just about to do.
In this 3-week session, students visiting from the Phoenix Charter School in Chelsea built a belt to help seniors from getting injured during a fall.
You get to just be yourself and just work at your own pace.
Marcia Zimmerman from Beaver Country Day School in Chestnut Hill designed a more efficient doctor's office using a 3D printer.
You really start to notice what mistakes you're making and start to notice different ways to improve it.
Derek Ham, a PhD candidate at MIT, works with kids on their projects.
This is so exciting, even as a parent, seeing the things that are available to kids today that weren't available to me actually makes me very optimistic about education at large.
Massachusetts led the way in education reform 20 years ago with increased funding and MCAS. Now the focus is the so-called STEM classes: science, technology, engineering, and math.
We're the first state in the nation to have a STEM curriculum outlined as standards for the early childhood.
What is the risk if we don't emphasize the STEM classes?
The risk for us clearly is that we will have jobs in this field that we know of right now that we can predict that we won't be able to fill. And why not fill them with Massachusetts residents?
They're struggling to find the right talent.
The innovation economy, which is so key to the future of Massachusetts, is already challenged filling positions, according to Human Resource Executive Tracy Cashman.
What I see most in my job is on the information technology side and the engineering side. There are literally not enough people to go around for the jobs that are available.
A prolonged shortage of skilled workers could stall the region's economic growth in the future.
A lot of the stuff that we do in Massachusetts requires a highly educated workforce.
One of the challenges for Secretary of Education Matthew Malone is to make sure all students are not only exposed to technology, but are able to read and write at the correct level.
I think that we have a lot of work to do still with closing achievement gaps, but we've made progress. If we focus just on literacy and numeracy instruction and go deep, provide more time, more interventions, more student supports, those things work. That's how we get that turnaround more quickly. We can't afford to allow schools to wallow in mediocrity or failure.
And despite our problems with the achievement gap, Secretary Malone points out our public schools consistently come out on top when compared to other states. Newview in Cambridge, by the way, is a private education studio that can host public school students. We've posted a link so you can find out more at cbsboston.com.